You had a good time.
I like to go anywhere if I have a chance.
Your nieces liked having you too.
Yeah, I always, when I was in high school, I always thought I'd be, I wanted to work in the Latin American area, and instead I found myself in Europe and Africa, and traveling around there for about 17 years. It's a long time. Very nice though, very nice. Yes. Being a regional attaché, traveling by yourself.
Not bad, Grandpa.
Most of the time.
Maybe
except
you could,
when
maybe you
Grandma
could
used to come with me.
maybe you could put China on your list. Come and visit me in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what my older son in China, I have very little interest in going there. I mean, there's one Di Palma there at a time,
Yes.
probably is more than they can handle. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
right?
I'm sure those billion
Right,
people
right,
would
yes.
really notice
Right,
the
right,
second
right.
Di Palma
Right.
arrival.
Yeah. We wouldn't want that.
No,
No.
heaven forbid. I'd love to see Grandpa in China. I think you'd really like it, Grandpa, actually, being in China.
Oh, I probably would, you know. I would, but if I had my brothers, I'd rather go back to Europe and
Right.
and wander somewhere around there.
Yeah. You're even,
But it depends on a number of things. How I feel. And I'm only 90, you know, so I mean, it's got another 10 years to look forward
least.
to.
Plan out the trips, yes.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think I'd want to live more than 10 more years. I mean, as it is, I you know I probably would have to keep an eye out on where the restrooms are. You know, it's one of the things when you travel, you have to know where.
that's where you get those maps at the McDonald's. And they show you where all the McDonald's are around, and you can go to the restrooms at all those McDonald's.
I know. It's like when in Naples the last time, the McDonald's was across the street. A very nice McDonald's too. In some ways, better than some that I've been in. Quite nice, yes. No. Yes.
I kind of just want to follow Grandpa
Yeah.
around Europe without him knowing.
Yeah.
To see what he does.
4 years in Africa though, I did manage to get around a lot, and Grandma came with me a number of times. Yes.
Yeah, one time, Grandpa, and you met at your house. You know how you have the big map.
Yeah.
I was like, Grandpa, where have you been? And he went, he showed me everything. He went literally around everywhere in Africa, but Egypt.
Right. Yeah.
You never went to Egypt.
No, I went as far as close as Tunisia, and as close as Tanzania on the East Coast. And but
Not Egypt, eh?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
most people
all up and
just
down
have
the
been to Egypt.
all
you
up
know.
and down, all down from Tanzania to Cape Town, and up the West Coast to all the way around to Morocco, Algiers. But it's, as I say, and working for the government too, working on something I like to do. That's it. I won't tease.
Really?
No, I won't.
Oh, you won't?
I was going to tease you.
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah,
no,
you're...
no, I won't.
Yeah, you're going to change
yes,
now?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Changing now for
No,
these next
yeah.
10 years?
You non-Italians are easily
Offended.
offended.
Yes, you know
right,
how the
yeah,
Irish
right.
are. Yeah.
Oh, no, the Irish aren't so bad.
Oh,
Right.
you're saying it's the Spanish that are?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
They are a little sensitive, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
not Italians.
I just. But being on the road, walking, living in a big city, spending a lot of time in Paris, London, And of course Copenhagen was a nice town, smaller. No. And Africa was always interesting. And I had a good job too. Being my own boss, best thing going. I also, when I worked in Washington, was okay too. I can't complain about that. No. It's amazing how I ended up in working in the fisheries industry, considering that my maternal family were in that business, even though it was only retail and wholesale merchandising. But and my maternal grandfather's name was Pizacane, which is could take in a number of different ways. And I couldn't get a straight answers out of my relatives there why what their name derived from.
Well, what were some of the suggestions? Pizza is fish, right?
Yeah.
Yes, something like fish. Yeah. And no.
Pishikane.
Yeah. But basically, when I think of the various traveling I did, I enjoyed traveling in Europe, England and Europe more than in the United States. The United States is spread out too much, whereas in Europe you could walk from many times from place to place, and many times I did that. I just walking around rather than hitchhiking or taking a public transportation, and that was nice. And New York was okay too, and the stores. Yes, seen many different things happening. I liked Pleasantville, was a nice town to grow up in anyway. But it hasn't changed much since I lived there. I can walk the strange streets I went to school and hardly see any change, except the school isn't there anymore. And the church has been rebuilt. No. But many different people you meet over time. Sometimes I look back